Hi, Matthew. I can see why you like the other image better because diagonals are dynamic, but this is very high impact. The only thing I would say about correcting this, the edges of your bobbins are not lined up with the edges of your frame. So, for example, this green bobbin should be tilting to the left more. See what I'm saying? And the bottom of this blue bobbin should tilt this way more. You got schmutz here on your tabletop. You got to get that stuff out of there. And then other than that, you have a very high impact image. And yes, you are allowed to have text up here. In fact, I welcome it. Okay, looking at the next one. Now with this one, you may be better off lowering your camera angle a little bit. And I don't know what your light ratio is here, whether it's like 5 to 1 or 8 to 1. As far as the shadows go, I would suggest lowering your ratio to the point where you're still getting nice texture. Like, this shadow in the front is nice right here. But you could open it up more. So make it like 3 to 1 or even 2 to 1 if that works. Again, watch the schmutz in the background. If you only have 2 strobes, you could use a hot light, but it gets a little tricky because the hot light is dictated by shutter speed. So, for example, if you have a lot of depth of field here, so I have to assume you're shooting something like f11 and maybe 1/200th of a second, or maybe 1/125th, and then maybe to let the hot light burn in, you might have to do like 2 seconds at f11. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the exposure would be. So you have to do a lot of trial and error. We do mixed lighting in week 5, but you could try it now, but you may be biting off more than you can chew at this point. The other thing you could try, if you go back to this one. Now, see, I really like this shadow in the front. This is beautiful. It really sets it off. But if you use a softbox with really broad lighting and then a reflector on this side, you could use your second strobe in back. And the same goes for this. You might, this diagonals are always more exciting, but you have to lower your camera angle a little bit and try one softbox, one broad light with a softbox, and a huge reflector, and the other strobe here. Now, you'll have to see which works for you. Either way, you're going to have to do some trial and error, put in some work. Here, watch this. See, this kind of stuff, you can't have threads sticking out. That's another thing. But you're coming along nicely. These are quite beautiful. Now, remember to vary your shots. So you're going to have products also, products in the threads also, if I remember correctly. I can't think of anything else I should say. What else did you say in your? Hold on a second. No full light from above. Yeah, definitely add text. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think you need to go macro at this time. All right, Matthew, that about covers it. I will talk to you again soon. All right, take care.